Hello, welcome back to the Gamer Hole. Today we have a very, very special guest, but he's also just a special man. Zchum is
very special man.
He's a very special man, and he's one of the best technical editors I've ever seen in my GD life. Makes incredible high-tier shit posting, he likes to call it, on YouTube, and streams on Twitch, very close to partner. So if you're watching this, make sure you go over to twitch.tv/Zchum and hit that little heart follow button. Also, do the same for Sir Dekie, Kings, and fuck it, me too. You're not following, but mostly Zchum because he's the guest, you know. But anyway, he's a lovely man, and thank you for joining us, Zchum.
I'm so honored to be back in the hole.
He was on a Patreon exclusive before, so you
guys should go watch that too.
Yeah, but you gotta pay for it.
And you should.
You could. You could. That's up to you.
All right, let's talk to Zchum about his grind for partner, because the new patch came out today. Are you excited for Tarkov?
No, not at all. No, I heard they added a new shotgun, so I'm actually a little excited.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that actually does excite me too a little bit.
I watched a little bit.
I haven't looked into it. I like to let the Tarkov updates kind of surprise me. I like to let them kind of wash over me as they come.
Can I spoil something for you?
Please.
You're going to have the heavy bleed and you're going to die because you can't fix it. Like, you're going to run out of meds and you're just going to die. You're going to have a great fight. You're going to kill a fully geared guy. You're going to be like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Then you're going to be like, wait, why can't I heal? And then you're going to bleed out. It's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Is everyone just bleeding to death in Tarkov today? I knew this would happen.
Not fully, but like it's gonna make it so there's a lot more trading. Like you're both gonna die. You're not gonna, unless you are a very rich boy and you're carrying out like the heavy bleed tourniquet every single time. You're gonna either run out of meds or bleed out. Like you could heal the whole way back to extract, but you're not gonna.
You gotta get that ETG.
It makes it so you can't like sit and raid forever using just one healing kit. Because it'll reopen up or it'll bleed the whole time or whatever.
That sounds so gruesome.
Saying that, I downloaded the game and I'm ready to jump back into it and wanna die.
King's is like, ooh, heavy bleeding. Sign me up. That sounds great. Let me ask you something, Zchum.
Okay, Aqua.
I noticed that you never mind.
Okay,
I redact it.
Can we talk about some of the stuff we went over before? First off, you have this grand idea, and I don't know if you're gonna do it when you get partner or not. But the dinner with chat thing, can we just talk about that for a little bit?
Dinner with Zchum.
Yeah, dinner with Zchum.
My plan, I might do it if I get partner because I just applied for the second time, and it's like 6-7 weeks out, right? So I might do it if I get partners. So I want to do a dinner with Zchum where I found a way to integrate channel points with an Arduino so that I can then have like servo motors controlled by like redeeming channel points.
God.
So I can make like different, because I don't have anything too interesting in my channel points. So everyone's just like saving them up. So I feel like enough people could use channel points if I do like a dinner with Zchum. I'll have like some restaurant ambient noises in the background. I'll light some candles. I'll set a camera up like across my dining room table from me. I'll get dressed up, and then I'll have like a big plate of like spaghetti or something. And I'm just gonna try to make it through the meal. All the while, chat is redeeming like channel point redemptions. That's like activating like various traps around the room. So like adding more like condiments to the dish, or like opening like a door that just dumps like a mountain of Parmesan cheese or something, and having like squirt guns shooting at me. And
I thought it was gonna be like Twitch plays feed Zchum, as in like you have the like robot motors and arms like putting forks in your mouth and shit.
That'd be nice, but I am gonna have like
a little bit hard to make happen.
And
but I'm so impressed with all this like motor shit that you have going on.
I'm gonna have like just a flaccid arm that'll just like be coated in like some sauce or something that can activate to just like gently like just smack me in the face. I don't want to go too far because I know Twitch doesn't like when
you can't do anything that's actually pain, but
Yeah, I don't want to like push it too. I just want it to be like a mild inconvenience while I'm trying to enjoy a fine meal.
Keep it
Twitch is
light.
fine with that.
Keep
You're
it light. Keep it
fine.
fun. You'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might, if I can get it set up in time within the next 6 weeks, I guess. I've just started like building everything, but
How good does that sound? Follow this man. Twitch.tv/Zchum. That's ZCHUM. Chum.
Your video that you did where you got squirted with silly string, that needs to be watched by more people because that
It
was.
does.
I was really
The
worried
Fiesta
about that.
string.
I thought Twitch was gonna get like angry about it, but I haven't been banned, so
No, I don't think that they'd care about that as long as it's not like
Nah.
actual harm.
Babies
like,
play
silly
with that.
string was like shooting into my eyeballs every 5 seconds.
Yeah,
and I
just-
was trying to like extract from a raid while I'm getting just like hammered left and right.
Yeah, you just gotta be like, don't worry, Twitch, it doesn't hurt as you're like
Yeah,
crying.
as like tears are
Yeah.
coming down my face.
I don't know if you guys have ever been swimming when you were
Never,
younger
no.
and like someone just keeps splashing water in your face over and over again. It gets very upsetting. My dad did that to me.
Aqua,
a lot.
Aqua was bullied by his dad. That's what we figured out today.
No, that's true. Like
It's like every
that was
time
his
Aqua
job.
goes swimming, someone's just like splashing the
just,
shit out of him. and he
hey,
can't
you like
enjoy
that?
it.
Yeah, my dad, it toughens you up. Now I rarely cry.
My other question is, last time Zchum was here, he had talked that he had just bought a fog machine. Have you ever tried to integrate that, or did I scare you off?
Oh,
about
that's
my
that's
computer
still in the
mishap?
trunk of my car. I just
Okay.
remembered.
That's on to the to-do list as well.
Yeah, I just remembered that's still in the trunk of my car. I haven't thought about that in like 3 months.
Since the last time you were on.
Yeah,
Well, maybe you could integrate that fog machine into the channel point thing.
turn fog on during my cool dinner.
It'll be harder to see the food you're eating.
Yeah, that's true.
I have to come up with a few more like things I can do, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard brainstorming good ideas.
Zchum is something of, well, the closest thing that I've encountered personally to a gamer, mechanical engineer, robotics, and coding combination. Usually, people who are gamers don't often possess other skills.
I thought you were going to say those skills, but yeah, other skills.
Other skills at all.
Other skill, yeah, whatever. You know, like
Any skills at all.
Right. So I find that very interesting about Zchum. He's able to make all these things, and not only is he able to do it in real life, which is, you know, impressive. That's cool and all, but he also knows how to do the electricity and all the gadgets and gizmos in Rust. And me and Zchum have been playing a lot of Rust together. And just from being there with someone with these credentials has really opened up a new world in this game to me. And Rust is fun.
Zchum
You
makes
heard it
Rust
here
fun.
first. Rust,
Yeah.
Rust can be fun if you have a
What mechanical stuff is there in Rust? Does it have like
so
redstone?
much.
They
Yeah,
added in
essentially, yes.
You have to be a fucking actual like electrician, mechanical engineer, whatever, to figure all this shit out. Honestly, no, most people don't know how to do any of it, but Zchum does. That's been a lot of fun. We've made the iPhone, the iHome, and the iHome 2.0, the dorm room with Alexa capabilities. So I just
I do want to integrate Alexa capabilities though. I feel like Rust has like an app now that there's a device in game, like a toggle switch in game that ties to like an app now that you can control using the app, and I want to like run that in like an Android emulator on my computer and then somehow like use like a screen readout of that to like activate the switch based on like events that happen in Rust, you know, or have like chat be able to activate.
You're talking over Aqua's head right now. He's blankly
Well,
staring. He has no
imagine
idea.
All of us.
Imagine Twitch
I was
chat.
just looking at my desktop background and wondering if I should change it, honestly.
Imagine Twitch chat being able to open a
gone.
door like in your base that just like opens a turret and mows you down every amount of time. I don't know.
Actually, that'd be really cool if you could do, because then you could almost do a Twitch chat plays Rust. And you
Right.
could set up like a home defense system where the Twitch chat is
Yeah,
like,
because with the cameras in Rust now too, you could have like I could stream different camera views in
Mhm.
Rust, and Twitch could control my base defenses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, also you could do like like a Charborg style Rust torture chamber that you build for yourself that chat can control.
Oh,
and
chat
you try
can
to
hinder me playing Rust. Yeah.
And they can try and kill you in there, and you can try to survive. Chat can kill you with channel points.
Chat
That
has
could be
to
cool.
grant me access to my own loot when I need a gun.
Yeah. If you're good, they'll allow it.
Yeah.
Which do you enjoy more, I guess, is you mostly do, like Tarkov edits that are like crazy edited and you call them shit posting, but they're really good Tarkov memes and funny, whatever. And then you also do like the mechanical engineering part, which I think you could do as a YouTube thing as well, or a Twitch thing. Which do you enjoy more? Is it like the physical aspect of putting it together and the coding, or is it like the sitting down and video editing from your hours and hours of recordings?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it, right? I just kind of like, I had just started streaming when I did my silly string thing, and I thought this could be fun. I might as well film it. And that was the entirety of my thought process on that. So I would like to do more in the future. I'm still trying to understand like what I want to do. Because who knows?
Because some of the stuff is like, especially your dinner ideas, like on the level of like Michael Reeves, like he, with his crazy contraptions that, just pop off.
God, what a compliment.
I'm just saying. But anyways, yeah. So I was just wondering what you enjoyed.
I guess
more.
I'm used to making like those shitposty things, right?
Okay.
So I know how to do that. Editing like real life footage is very different. You have to form like a story. You have to you have to convey this like progress to people, and I still think I have trouble with that because I haven't like practiced it really or done it too much. So I think if I did it a few more times, I might get better at it.
I find it like easier though to edit real life footage. Like I feel like you have to do less to it to keep it interesting, or maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but I don't know.
I like the constraints of video game footage because there's only so much that can happen in a video game, so keeps me on the rails.
Well, Aqua's food reviews are his release for his regular IRL.
That's some
videos.
real life footage right there.
I don't know why people love them, but they love them. So
I don't know.
Aqua released one food review, and people are already like, "When's the next one? When's the next one?"
I don't know what possessed me to do that the first time. But for some reason, it really caught on. I don't know why, but I'm happy to do one every 9 months or so, just to keep the people happy. Can't give it to them too much, or they'll stop caring. It won't be special. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna make them wait again. Maybe we'll do Domino's next time or something. Or
you should really do an MRE.
I can't rip on Steve, dude. I gotta try and get him on this show.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I mean, Zchum, you're a wonderful guest. I'm excited to have you. But
how many trays do you have? That's the question.
Yeah, I mean,
right. Yeah. I'd love to know like what games Steve 1989 MRE Info plays. I want to know what that guy does.
I bet you he hasn't played a video game since he was 11 years old. He reads books. That guy. He learns about the Civil War.
He goes over like Roman battle formation plans. Or something.
Yeah. I don't know. So Zchum, can we get a little personal with you?
Please, Aqua. That's why I'm here.
I mean, do you care to share the story of your experience today, or is that something?
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm down to share it.
All right, let's hear it.
So it starts like a week ago, maybe. When did I start crying about this to you? Like a week ago?
I'd say a week ago. Yeah.
A week ago.
I don't know what's going on. This is
exciting.
The Zchum was going to be home at this time to
strap in, Decky. Strap
do
in.
an episode.
Yeah.
This is going to be.
It's not actually that exciting. I think we've hyped it up too much. I wake up like last Thursday. It's close. It's close to that.
Oh, God.
I wake up like last Thursday, and I open my eyes, and I'm like, oof, ball hurt.
Oh.
Yeah. I just felt like somebody had just kneed me in the groin. And there was no real reason for it. Like, I'm not like sick. I haven't like run into like a coffee table or anything. It just hurt. And unless my girlfriend is just like beating the shit out of me in my sleep, which I don't think she is doing.
It's a possibility.
She drugs you. She drugs you every
unless
night,
she's
and
just like uppercutting me in my sleep. That would be the only explanation for this sensation I'm having, right? So I like go to the doctor, and he's like, I don't know, you got to go get an ultrasound. You might have like twisted something down there.
Ultrasound
And so
on
I'm
the
like,
sack?
an ultrasound, okay, an ultrasound. So he gives me like the order for it, and he's like, you gotta go get the ultrasound done. So I gotta call like the ultrasound place, set up the appointment, and they're like, yeah, we can see you in 2 weeks. I'm like, 2 weeks? I gotta just like live like this for 2 weeks, or like,
Yeah, that's kind of a thing.
yeah. And then they're like, well, we did just have an opening, which was today before this podcast. So I was like, I'll take that, obviously. And so I had to wait like 3 days, just like with an ice pack constantly on the boys.
So that's some serious ball pain, yeah.
Oh, it's like if somebody knees you.
So what?
you're
Like, describe the
ow.
pain for me. Is it like a constant throbbing?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my
This
God.
you all know what I'm talking about. The pain of getting
how high up in your abdomen
Yeah,
does the pain
like,
go?
it shoots right, like if I move wrong, it just shoots up into me. It's like, oof.
Did you
that
did
was
you give
bad
it a
hurt.
give it a fondle to see like if anything
It
felt,
hurt.
like
Yeah, maybe you could
twisted or like
untwist something.
No,
or-
everything seems perfectly. It just hurt. Ball hurt.
that is strange. So it was
Yeah.
like a kick in the balls, but yeah, okay. I thought you were just
But-
saying it
but,
hurt.
like,
Okay.
It
This
just
is-
stayed. And what's
My other
weird
question
is that
before you go further: have you
Yeah.
had an ultrasound before?
a long time ago, I had this issue. Yes.
Mm.
Oh,
same
so this is
issue?
reoccurring.
This was like years ago though. I woke up one day and I was like, ball hurt. But it just went away after like a couple days, and I was like, I'm cured.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Um,
need doctors.
When I was younger, my balls hurt for an entire year.
Whoa.
Why are you laughing?
Have you-
I know why now.
you know what?
Aqua's like
That's
going
not-
to
it's not funny,
he's
but
going
a
to
year,
school and
Aqua?
he's like,
It wasn't super painful, but they were agitated and upset.
Ooh.
I know why.
Are you gonna share with us?
Yeah,
why?
like, are you going to share with the class or?
It's a little bit graphic, but well, not only
It's your
I think they were-
podcast.
I think they were developing from boy balls into man balls during that time, so they had some growing pain. But also, I didn't quite know how to handle myself down there.
Sweet release.
So I would just kind of like go to a certain point and then stop, and then go and stop.
He
and
blue
I
balls
You
himself.
edged
I
yourself
blue
for a
balled
year?
myself for probably a
Oh,
year.
God, Aqua.
Yeah, because like I got nervous. I was like, "Ooh, that's kind of weird. I should stop doing this though." Yeah, and then one day I accidentally just went a little too far, and then I was like, "Oh, I feel so much better now."
Wow.
And
I
then
can
and then
assure you
since
guys-
then,
I can
haven't-
assure you, I haven't been edging myself for the last 2 weeks.
well,
That is
talk
the
to
most
me when you do it
amazing
for a
thing,
year.
Aqua.
Yeah,
That
I
is
was
the
a
best
very
story I've ever
timid.
heard out of like adolescence. The whole
Yeah, no,
coming of
I had
age,
a
that's amazing.
I had a horrible time
Oh.
during that period of my life. Truly a horrible time. I was a very timid, cautious, nervous little boy, and I just didn't want
That had to
to
have been
didn't want to
bad.
push the envelope.
I know what you're thinking, Dekie.
Yeah, no, it was substantial. I don't remember that honestly.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Anyway,
The way I remember it, it was a year. It was easily 3-4 months though.
whatever it was, yeah, that's
It
all
was
the
too
same
long.
in my book.
Yeah. Zchum,
Mhm.
did you got your ultrasound? You're waiting on results. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, well, I went into the ultrasound with this mindset of like, I can't wait to get a printout of this.
Mm,
Right,
mhm.
like you're when there's a pregnancy and they get an ultrasound done, they print out like the baby. So
Well, I mean,
my
you get to see it
plan,
in the monitor and everything.
Right. And my plan was like, give me a printout of my balls.
Yeah.
I want a ball printout. I'm gonna put it on Twitter or
I was
something.
gonna say that's great for content.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
man, right mindset.
And my other one was like, every dude that goes in here to have this ultrasound done probably goes in and goes, is it a boy or a girl? And
Yeah.
the doctor has to just like laugh. Right?
Pity
That would
laugh.
come to mind if I was getting my balls ultrasounded.
Yeah, it's like funny joke because it's the same place that does the pregnancy
Yeah.
ultrasounds,
Yeah.
right? The room is like there's like babies everywhere,
Did
and
you
there's,
say it?
there's like pregnancy facts. So I went into this. I was like, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stare this doctor right in their eyes, and I'm gonna go, is it a boy or a girl? I'm gonna make them give me like a haha as they just like rub my balls. And the next thing is I'll ask for a printout. So I get in there and they get me all situated and they start doing it. And I look, it was a female. I didn't care, but it was a female doctor. And I look her right in her eyes and I go, is it a boy or a girl? And she didn't even fucking say anything. She just asked.
I've heard this before.
Why?
Fuck you.
Yeah, she's heard this like 6 times a day, I bet. And she didn't even like pause for a second. She was just like, okay, I'm gonna put this here, and she didn't reply at all. And I was like, nice. And then towards the end of it, I was like, hey, you think I could get a printout of this? And she was like, you want a printout? And I was like, yeah, I want to put it on Twitter. she was like, I'm sorry, we can't give you a printout. And I was like, well, you do it like for the pregnancies, right? And she was like, it's just policy. And I was like, can I take a photo like of the monitor maybe? And she was like, no, I'm sorry. And I was like, it's my balls. What do you mean?
Yeah.
What? That's some
Yeah,
bullshit,
just say,
man.
just say,
Yeah.
Is it like insurance? They're like, oh, sorry, we don't. The insurance doesn't cover
No,
the $2 picture.
I think she tried to like say it was like a HIPAA thing or something, but like I'm the patient. They're my balls.
Right, you're
I
the
want
patient,
a photo
so you
of
should
them.
be okay with that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird because you
know?
see printouts and you see pictures of like the baby monitors all the
know,
time.
yeah,
Exactly, and
Yeah,
it's
that
the same
is-
place. Like there was a printer like attached to the side of this machine. Like, give me a printout of my balls.
You know what it was?
I-
This girl she hated you. Like you
Yeah,
walked in, you
After
said
the
that,
boy
and she's
comments,
like,
"Fuck
no.
him."
yeah. It was,
Well,
it was
the
the
other
joke.
the other part of it was like as she's doing the ultrasound, she's like, I'm in like pain,
Mhm.
right? If I like move wrong, it's like shooting pain, and she's just like fucking digging in there. She's just like
Oh, they push
like,
hard. They push
mashing into
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm in pain. I'm like, ugh, ugh. And she's not even like, oh, I know it hurts. I'm sorry. She's just like completely just fucking just ultrasounding. I think it's because of the bad joke.
hard. She's like, I'm gonna get rough with you for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, she didn't see anything out of the ordinary that she was all like, oh yeah. Like,
I asked her
your
at the
balls
end
are
too.
patched.
I was like, "Do you see anything?" And she was like, "You'll have to. The results will go to your doctor, and then he'll review them. I'm not
Interesting.
like qualified to speak on it."
I
Right?
got you.
Yeah, they just
You gotta
they just
see
do the tech.
hundreds of balls. Like you gotta know something's wrong,
But
right?
she can't. I don't think that she's qualified to like actually make a diagnosis. So she can't
Right.
like tell you because if she's
Yeah,
wrong,
I don't blame
yeah.
her. Maybe that's why they didn't give me a printout. Maybe she was like, "Oh, this guy's got something wrong. I'm not gonna clue him in."
Maybe, yeah.
Do they both hurt equally, or is one worse than the other?
It's just like someone just need me, man. It's
There's
just
too much
like
pain, Aqua.
constant.
Well, I'm sorry your balls hurt.
Yeah, hopefully
Yeah,
your balls are okay, man.
I'm sure though he just gave me some medicine to get rid of like pain. So
Is it helping?
I'm gonna go. I picked it up on the way home. I'm gonna go take it after this.
Hmm.
That
Ball
is-
hurt.
Ball hurt.
Yeah.
That
Wow.
was the
I never
greatest
knew we had
story
so
I
many
think
balls.
we've had.
What about you, Kings? What has happened to your balls?
Oh, let's see. My balls. Not much actually. I haven't had much ball pain. I never edged myself for 3 months, you know.
Everyone's rite of passage. The 3-month edging.
Yeah. I might have edged myself like once ever, you know, when I was before I had the first time. And then I was like, I'm not edging myself again. It's too much pain.
I wouldn't recommend that. That was a
The
bad.
3-month thing.
Yeah.
We
so
should all just
Zchum-
run through all of our recent medical
Oh,
history
sure,
with each
sure.
other. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. That's great.
No, we don't have to. I'm kidding.
No, let's do it. Why not? Have you guys had any ailments bothering you lately?
I lost a little bit of the hearing in my right ear for a while because I had an infection, and I don't think I went to the doctor. You know, like it itched. You know?
Yeah.
And then you're
Yeah.
like, oh man, I'm just gonna. I know it's like probably like some sort of ear infection, or it could become an ear infection, but I'm not gonna go to the doctors. I woke up the next morning after you know the starting of like the pain and the itching. I couldn't really hear out of it. It sounded really clogged, and like I could hear, but it was like clogged. You know, like you snap your fingers and it doesn't sound as crisp. And then I
Yeah.
was like, oh shit, I probably should go to the doctors. I didn't. I waited a week before that shit got better, you know? Like
I had the same sensation. My ear just felt clogged during college for, honestly, it had to be like 2 months. I had this really bad cold, and for some reason, my ear clogged, and it was annoying as hell to have one ear clogged for that long. It is really awful. And I'll never forget this. On my birthday, my 21st birthday, it popped open. It was the greatest birthday present I could have asked for, and it was even greater than the release of the 2001 6-month to a year edging. The ear popping open was better, trust me, and I hope your ear pops open soon.
I can only imagine the relief.
It was exquisite. I can only describe it as exquisite. It was just like, oh.
I can agree. Like a couple of weeks ago, I had a sore on my dingalinger inside my throat, and at first I was all like, didn't know how it happened. I was like, this is terrible. And eventually, like after a week, eating really hurt, talking hurt, so like made streaming difficult and everything. I went to the doctor, and he's all like, it's nothing to be worried about. Because I was like, man, am I dying? Like what? Who gets a sore on their dingaling thing? And he's all like, nah, you probably just like cut it eating chips or something and it got infected and you're just really unlucky. But then he's like, and you got an ear infection. But I was messed up from that. Like that and the ear infection, like the ear infection sucked. He even gave me a ton of like painkillers. I like had something to gargle, like 3 pills. And then I had this other like gelish stuff that I put in my mouth. None of it made it feel better. And it took like 3 weeks before I was able to be like, I can eat okay. I was miserable.
I had a skin tag recently. This is the last thing I can remember. I had a skin tag that like decided it wanted to come off. Very small. It was gross. I will admit that. It was the only skin tag I've ever had in my life, and it was gross. I didn't even really know it was there until it started hurting, and it hurt and it hurt, and it had like its own nerve endings in it, and I just popped it off. And then it was like I lost a little part of me. But it instantly felt better once I removed it. It was really, it was gross.
If you love something, you have to let it go.
Yeah. It was actually on my, it's on my scrotum.
oh, God.
Looping back to the ball pain thing. I mean, this was external pain, but the thing, I didn't even know it was there. It was like tucked like underneath and like on the, like, and I didn't know it was there. And it was just like, I'm ready to go. I've had a good life under here. And I'm gonna cause you a lot of discomfort until you pull me off. And I did. And it went right away. And I like looked at it and just was like, huh. And I put it in the trash. And that was it.
Wow. This podcast has been all about the balls.
You might want to add a disclaimer that we are not medical professionals.
We are not medical professionals. Thank you.
Don't do anything that we recommend.
Don't do what we do.
Yeah.
If you have a skin tag, don't pull it off unless you're sure.
I went pre-med for a little bit, and one of the first things that I did was took a ethics class, and I have to say, we cannot give you any suggestions. Do not listen to us.
Go to your doctor.
Go to your doctor. Go to a trained professional.
Sorry, my dog was stuck inside of a trash bag. I just heard barking and like, and I went outside and he was like fully inside. Not supposed to put plastic bags on like babies' heads and stuff, but
yeah. Oh wow. I swear dogs are like actively trying to kill themselves all the time. It's so annoying. Like my dog, like he just like he'll eat pills and like rat traps and like God, he's so annoying.
Stay alive, you little shit.
I've had to rush him to the dog hospital so many times from just eating things. He swallowed 2 pears. He, like for like a week, the dog kept going like and we're like, oh, what's wrong with you? Like, why do you keep doing that? And one day he started doing that and like going like, and like got up and like walked into my computer room office thing. We didn't hear anything, and like a little while later he comes back. We were like watching a movie or something, and I walk in there and it just smells horrible. Like a horrible, like putrid smell overcomes me when I walk into that room. And I look on the floor and there's just this like two little balled up, like weird, like half decomposed objects. And I say, it smells like decomposing throw up in here. And it turned out that it was 2 pairs of my girlfriend's underwear that he had swallowed whole. And half decomposed in his stomach, but couldn't pass, so they just came back up. It was so gross.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some creepy shit.
You got a weird dog.
Yeah.
Your dog
Now
is
I
like so
understand the
small
long
too.
I don't know how he did that.
Not just 1, but 2.
2. Yeah, no, I'm still like shocked to this day how that happened. Like,
Why did they come out as balls? What?
they were like balled up, and like the stomach was trying desperately to process these things, and he just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And like they got rejected eventually somehow. Like, I swear, like they had to have been like halfway through his intestine or something, because like they were absolutely disgusting.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just had so many good
Amazing.
stories. God damn.
I had a dog
Yeah.
once that this was when I was living with my parents, like before college. We had this dog, this golden retriever that, when dogs get old and you can tell it's like almost time, they start like getting very lethargic and just sickly, and they can't get outside to go to the bathroom anymore. So we took her to the vet, and the vet's like, your dog's probably gonna die soon. So we my dad has me go up back. It's like almost winter. The ground is like kind of hard, but I'm like, I'll go up back and dig a grave, I guess. So I went out back, dug a grave, and my dad was like, for this dog's final meal, I'm gonna give her favorite treat, a bag of raw hot dogs. We all thought that old Abby was about to die, and she ate that bag of hot dogs and lived another fucking 3 years. I had to go fill the fucking grave back in.
That's all she needed.
And the doctor was like, you can let her go naturally. She'll probably be dead within a few days. So
Perked right up. Either that or like the doctor and your entire family was like, no, you're dying, you're dead. You're just like in that Monty Python movie, I'm not dead, I'm fine. Glad your dog enjoyed the hot dogs. I don't know.
yeah, we kept feeding her. After that, we kept feeding her hot dogs. I mean, we'd give her a hot dog pretty regularly after that, because we were like, you beat death. You can eat whatever you want.
Maybe hot dogs, they say they're bad for you, but maybe they're like the holy what's the fountain of youth. Hot
they
dogs.
preserved
true.
her.
I
Raw
actually
hot
had a
dog.
dog growing up that we had to give him pain pills because he actually dislocated his leg and he couldn't put it back in. Like they were like, it would cost like a ridiculous amount surgery and it wouldn't even work most of the time. So like there's no point in doing the surgery. They're like, he'll be fine. Like the muscles will grow around it and he'll just like kind of be out of place, but it'll hurt a little bit. So we used to give him pain pills a lot, but we used to put it in hot dogs. And they were like, oh, he's only going to live like maybe another 3 months anyways. So just give him the pain pills and in hot dogs and he'll be fine. He lived 5 years after that. Like they were like, he's old anyways. He won't make it very
Hot
long.
dogs.
Yeah, we used to give him like half a hot dog a meal, like
Who do we tell about this? Who do we call?
this is magical stuff.
We've unlocked a medical secret, and they say we're not doctors. Come on.
That's interesting.
I'm gonna start feeding them exclusively hot dogs.
I'm gonna start
Raw
eating hot
hot
dogs. Are you kidding
Raw
me?
hot dogs. You can't cook them.
Yeah, you can't
That-
cook them. It just has to be raw. Yeah.
It removes the magic from them.
He cooks the magic right out.
Have you guys ever eaten a raw hot dog?
Yeah.
No.
When desperate times,
I have never. I've refused to.
Why?
I know they're cooked, but like a cold hot dog sounds really gross to me. And I'm
sounds
just
kind of
like,
good.
Let me tell you a story. I was staying with my parents for a little bit. My fiance, my mom, they were gone. And it was just me and my dad left to our own devices trying to concoct something to eat together. And he says to me, I have an idea. I'm like looking at chips and things like, I need more than this. This won't
piece it together.
Yeah, because I've got an idea. I said, what's that? I'm going to microwave some hot dogs. And makes an omelet, and we're gonna make it into a sandwich. A hot dog, egg, and cheese sandwich. The hot dogs were microwaved for about 20 seconds, and he thought that was enough. We put the 20-second cold microwave hot dogs on a piece of toast, made a gross overcooked egg, didn't melt the cheese on, just put a slice of put a Kraft single on there. And we ate those sandwiches, dipped them in ketchup and hot sauce. Can I tell you something?
Were you guys high?
No. This is just like two people who don't know how to make food, really. That was a gamer lunch. My dad doesn't even game, but
It was so amazed by something.
I thought his camera froze. I think he's just thinking.
I thought it was a dramatic pause that went on too long.
it wasn't that bad of a lunch, but something really weird keeps happening.
Is it a ghost?
Is it the goblin?
The goblins.
No, this is really creeping me out, actually. I have like,
It's his light flickering, and that's why we see flickering.
maybe it's picking up a spirit. I have this guy. This is a 3D printed Stormtrooper Lego guy. He's been standing on my top of my computer case here. This has happened like 3 times now. I put him up there. This is actually, I'm really kind of freaked out. And I just noticed this again. And I was like, this can't be like in my imagination. Like I'm moving this or something. I keep putting him facing like me on this computer case. And this is the 3rd time I glance at him and he's like turned around.
Oh, you need
The
a move,
goblin!
Aqua.
The goblin, Aqua.
Why is this happening?
It's your computer fans.
It's
just,
your
like,
fans.
vibrating it, and
Phasmophobia.
It's starting to
That's
turn.
got to be a wraith.
Maybe it's like shaking him and he's
Yeah,
slowly like,
It's the computer fans just slowly.
and just how his
turning
feet
him.
are like turn him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
fucking
Or it's
hope
the
so.
goblins.
So get out of
Take
here
your
with
choice.
the logical
Take your-
bullshit.
I think it's the
okay?
wraith. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's the goblin.
No, it's the ghouls.
The closet opens by itself and oh my god, that actually really.
I really thought his camera froze. He was so still.
He was out of it.
Oh yeah. When here, look. See,
the
He's turning.
mystery solved.
he's turning
Wow. Good thing.
slowly, but
I
with a
don't
little bit of
believe it. Yeah, whatever makes you feel better, Aqua.
Mhm.
I feel a little better. But fuck you, camera! I hate that fucking camera. Ah!
Yeah.
Well, Zchum was talking about his 3D printer, or at least like, and I've watched the video of you doing the silly string thing. I recently had my first encounter with 3D printing. Well, I didn't do anything with it. I had something 3D printed. I had to go buy the files for my A-wing helmet. Then I had to find a guy in Mexico to print it off. Took forever. It was a big hassle.
Right.
3D printers are like one of those things like, dude, it'd be so sick to have one. And I'm also like, I would never make anything with it. Like, what the fuck would I actually ever
And you'd be surprised.
But you seem like an
Yeah.
individual that would do things. What have you made with yours?
You don't have to have the ability to like make things in any sort of like design program.
Well, I know you can just go get
yeah, if you just think of
pre-made designs
something,
from other
you
guys
can-
that they've uploaded.
Some of the like most beneficial things I've made like 9mm rounds, like dummy 9mm rounds for like reload practicing. I've made like hangers and hooks. Like
You have a
command
gun?
hooks. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What kind of gun?
A Smith & Wesson shield.
What do you do with it? Range shooting, home
It's-
defense?
I shoot it. It's a gun.
Do you like shoot it at a range or like just like at the
Yeah,
wall in your house?
I guess it's what do you do with guns? You know,
I don't
Gotta
know,
go-
honestly. I'm just trying to just ask.
Yeah, I take it to. I actually just got my concealed permit, so I just recently. I haven't taken it to the range yet. I haven't taken that to the range yet. I take shotguns to the range. I do like trap shooting, but
You have a shotgun too?
Yep.
So you have a handgun and a shotgun. Is that it?
that's
or do you
the
have more?
extent. Yeah, no, I would like more, but New York is a tough state. What were we talking about before this? We were on
3D
something.
printing, yeah.
You're
yeah.
Why you
3D
printing?
Yeah, reload rounds.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah,
really
yeah.
bad today.
So I don't buy command hooks anymore. You just print a command hook, right? I've got a ton of those like sticky things, and I just command hook. Done, printed. I printed a little bracket for my lights. I print a little like clip-on GoPro mount. If like any little like trinket you need, you can find it. You go on Thingiverse, you just type like trinket thing that I need, and it's there.
Let me tell
Yeah.
you, Thingiverse does not have A-wing helmets. They have every
like
Star Wars helmet in existence besides that.
There's like a specialty market for more like cosplay style stuff where people will like charge you for the plans.
Yeah, that's what I had to do.
For things like that, or you can like commission someone to model you one, or you can just learn Blender or something.
Oof.
I don't know. But I've printed some cool stuff. I've printed like a coat hanger rack thing, like a wall mounted shelf. I've printed the shelves behind me. I 3D printed all the brackets for that.
Oh, that's actually dope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
brackets are like
that's so cool. That's
brackets
cool.
are like $10 for a bracket, right?
Yeah.
It cost me maybe a total of like 40 cents per bracket printing them, just from the PLA or from the plastic I had to use. So
I'm gonna have a little printing and toiling area over here. I want to talk to you more about this.
Do you have a
at some
3D
point.
printer now?
No, I'm gonna get one though. I think.
Oh, that's sick. Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm jealous of all you dudes. I just know if I
There's-
bought one, I would never print anything.
you'll print stuff.
I probably wouldn't either, honestly.
You will.
But
I know you don't. I didn't think I would either. But as soon as you're like, if you're walking through your house and you're like, I wish there was like a hook there, or I wish there was some sort of like, it's like ease of use type stuff. It's so easy to make things.
that's cool.
Do we have any more pressing questions for Zchum? I don't want to keep him all day, but I don't mind talking all day either. So
Yeah, I got nothing going on. I mean, I'm here as long as you guys want me. How's the dog, Decky?
He's all good. There was some gross stuff in the bottom of that thing. I need to get a bath or something. It's kind of sticky. Speaking of dogs, and he ate like a full thing of curry the other day, which I was all like, this is gonna end in like some emergency vet bills for sure, because like curry's spicy as shit. He is fine. He's eating some foul stuff and always come out okay.
Dogs eat their own shit. I'm sure he can eat curry. It's fine.
He's like Poppins from Always Sunny. I feel like my dog is like that too. They just eat like. One time he shat out an entire neat little bundle of sticks. Like it just came right out of his ass. Just sticks and twigs, like wrapped up like the Blair Witch made it or something, like a little treat. And it just fell out of his asshole in the middle of New York City. And I was like, oh my God. I was amazed. There was no poop. He just shat out sticks one day. It's kind of amazing. Resilient little things. Man. They are, yeah.
We're over. I'm like, ball hurt. Dogs are just eating fucking sticks, man. They're fine.
Did we ask you about ghosts, Zchum?
No.
Do you have any paranormal experiences?
No.
All right, that takes care of that.
That question's done.
I'm sorry. I got nothing.
I gotta say, after like we talk about that enough on the podcast, that I've already been like, I hate scary stuff. I don't do scary movies. I don't do anything that's remotely scary.
You got to play Phasmophobia, Decky.
Which I did.
Yeah.
Oh. I did play, and now like I still don't want to watch scary movies, but now I want to go. I want to get haunted. I want to invite a demon inside my soul. I want some spooky shit to happen to me in real life.
I don't think you know what you're saying.
Go visit Aqua. I hear his house has ghouls.
I'm sure I'll change my mind, but I have been like Googling like haunted places in Mexico City and like how can I have something messed up happen to me?
To summon a demon.
Like I
don't think you want that.
It'd be really good content.
It would be, but you'd have a demon in your soul.
I am so all I'm doing. I am in.
All right, Decky. Decky, if you're into scary shit now and you are in, do me a favor. Before you start getting demons in your soul or whatever, take a second and watch the movie The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
No, I don't want to watch scary movies. That's too scary.
He just wants to be
There's
possessed.
a difference. I just want to go and do this stuff in real life because that's cool. Scary movies are just scary for no reason.
Have you guys seen this movie?
No.
Either of you?
Mm-mm.
I watch a lot of scary movies. That is the scariest movie ever. I got it on DVD and I wanted it out of the house after I watched it. I just didn't want the DVD in my house.
It's not worse than other scary movies.
It is. Watch it. What's the scariest movie you've ever seen? Each of you.
For some reason, scary movies just don't like do anything for
I
me.
just don't
so
really care.
That's what I wish
Yeah.
I could say. No, I'm like crying in the corner with scary movies.
The Conjuring was scary too.
I watched
The last-
REC
The last
or whatever.
one I did.
Have you ever seen
Oh,
the
Wreck.
Wreck or whatever? I watched
That's,
that one and it wasn't scary at all.
No, that's not scary. That's just more like, that's not the type of scary that's actually scary. The type of scary that's actually scary is like The Exorcism of Emily Rose, The Conjuring, Sinister. Sinister is terrifying. The movie with Ethan Hawke, Sinister.
I don't think demons
I
scare
think
me
I
that
saw
much.
that one. That was older, wasn't it?
That one started very, very, very scary, but it jumps the shark and then it's not scary anymore.
You know what's more scary to me is the real life like murder mysteries.
Oh
or
yeah.
whatever.
A
Those
lot
ones-
of people feel that way.
That's horrifying.
That
I watched
stuff
that new one
horrifies
on
me.
Netflix of like the
That stuff's
American,
okay.
the American horror, whatever it was, American Murder or something on
Oh,
Netflix.
about the family?
That was terrifying. That was horrifying.
Wait, the one where
Wait,
it's all
wait.
about like the chick posting on Facebook all the time?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, dude? I was
This dude
pissed.
murdered. He murdered his wife and his 2 daughters. That was horrible. And then he
Oh, I want to
almost-
watch that.
Yeah,
It's not worth it, Aqua.
I was
boring.
horrified.
The
Yeah,
reason,
that stuff doesn't scare me that much.
yeah,
For
but the
some-
reason
I'm
why it's
scared of
scary,
demons. I don't know why.
the reason why it's scary though is because you could be like, it's not that's scary, it's that could happen. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
it's-
mean, to like someone you
More
know
like
or
this-
whatever.
This is happening to these people like next door. They're like talking to this dude, like, "Oh, we'll find your wife. We'll help you find her." He planted her engagement ring to make it seem like she had run off with the kids, and the reality was he just like killed them all and dumped them in an oil tank.
I was expecting so much more out of that. I watched it. I like crime stuff. That I'm all in. It doesn't freak me out or anything. I was all like, this is going to be great. I'm watching it. And so like they had the whole thing like where it started being like the husband's the killer. And I was like, it's going to have like a third act where it's like not the husband's the killer. It's going to be the wife faked her own death, killed her kids to blame it on the husband. And now she's with her new husband living in Europe.
Yeah.
And then nothing ever happened. And it wasn't nearly as like climactic. And I was like, you hear about people killing their wife and kids all the time. I mean, it's bad, but like, I was like, this doesn't seem different from what I hear on the news every now and then.
That's why I don't watch the news.
Do you guys remember in like the 90s that pizza guy who had the bomb around his neck? It was all over the news and it blew up and killed him. Like in they did a little series about that, I think on Netflix called like Evil Genius, I think it was called, or something. That was interesting. God, that was like something out of a Saw movie, but it happened in real life. If you're scared of those kind of movies, watch The Strangers. The Strangers
Oh, I saw
might
that.
also be the scariest movie ever. One of.
I think
yeah.
I saw that one. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm
these
mixing-
people are like, they come and this Liv Tyler's in it, and some other guy. They play like a newlyweds, and that's their like honeymoon in a cabin. And these people, I guess, just come up to the house because people are home, and they just start tormenting them and
remember when
slowly
the-
killing them.
Remember
Yeah,
when
it's
like
fucked.
The Purge was
Yeah.
I
was,
hate
like,
that.
a big
I
deal.
hate that
know.
movie.
I think that's when I got turned off from like scary movies.
That's shit, though. That's
I
shit.
know, because I
Eh.
was like, "This is shit. I
Yeah.
don't like this. You guys enjoying this? Because I'm not having a good time. This is
Yeah, that's just like, that's a low brow
yeah,
scary
but that's around
movie.
but that like opened my eyes to just feeling like
All right. Listen to me. Watch The Strangers. Watch The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Watch A Haunting in Connecticut. Watch The Conjuring. There's your homework from
Okay,
being
deal.
on the gamer hole.
I'm not watching any of those.
Yeah.
Decky, watch them.
I want to play that ghost game. I haven't played that one yet.
A
Phasmophobia?
Haunting in
together.
Connecticut was really scary, actually.
Phasmophobia is not scary.
Well, I'm gonna play
It
it
is
in
at
VR,
first.
so
It is
I
at
think
first.
it'll-
Yeah.
VR might make it
Yeah.
like scary.
VR,
I'm gonna play
I
in
imagine,
VR,
would be
so I think
different.
it'll do it for me.
Yeah.
But I want to play with other people in VR. Whoever I play with, I'm hoping they'll also
A
be
full VR squad would be insane.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
actually be really cool.
I'll do it with you. I finally I need to just set it up, but I have a VR capable thing now.
I want to scream and hide in a corner and be made fun of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually want to know what upcoming games people are looking forward to, because I know Decky just barely ripped apart his A-Wing.
I'm in a rut. All 2020's been great. Like I started 2020 out playing like the Wipe and Tarkov, had fun until I hated it again, and then I went and played Last Oasis with the crawling through the sands, and then was playing DayZ like crazy, flight sim, and then Squadrons, and I was hoping Squadrons is gonna last a while, and now I'm just like,
I thought I was going to make it to November at least, you know?
And I've got like a PS5 like pre-ordered bought whatever, and I'm like, there's not a single game I want to play on that.
Why do you have it
Demon
pre-ordered
Souls?
then?
Sell it to my friend.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's another question. Are you going to sell your HOTAS?
No, I'm definitely gonna keep that. Like, there's always games that have a little bit of flying that I'd love to do.
Yeah,
That's
always gonna
something
be
I've wanted
flying
for a while,
around,
have a
yeah.
quality one.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like Cyberpunk next month, dude. And I'm like,
I'm ready for Cyberpunk.
I don't think I'd enjoy.
I'm not
that
gonna
as
I'm not
much
gonna
as
play
that.
it with anybody. I'm gonna like huddle up in a
Yeah.
hole and play by myself.
I think
Yeah,
that's the
for
way.
me.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna
it's supposed
just
to be an
stream it.
amazing game.
I hope it's good. Honestly, I feel like it's gonna be extremely underwhelming.
You hate that aesthetic though. Like you.
I do. I
Yeah.
don't like that aesthetic,
You know, like
but
Blade Runner-esque aesthetic.
but I think regardless of my opinion, I think it's just gonna be a letdown. The hype is way too high. People
That
aren't
hype was
gonna.
high for The Witcher, and that came out really
Yeah,
well. Didn't it?
I know that company. That company fucking does it
CD
right.
Projekt Red, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't.
I hope
don't
you're.
think
I
they
hope
do-
you're right. I hope you're right.
I think it'll be a really good game. It's not going to be any like new like, and it's not going to change anything. It's not going to be like some new genre, new
Right.
format
It's
for
just gonna
games.
be a
It's going to be an
good game.
open world game, but
Yeah.
it's going to be well done. Is
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
opinion. I
They
feel like
need
people
to-
are going
they-
to end up they think it's like some like entirely new thing. I'm
Mhm.
like, it's a new game, but
I think it's
not
just gonna be
changing.
like. I think it's gonna be Skyrim. I think it's gonna be a good game for its genre that people like for a long time. But I hope that they don't re-release it 40 times. You know.
Yeah.
But wait, let me get this straight. Aqua, you don't like cyberpunk shit?
He doesn't
Nah.
like futuristic stuff usually.
I don't like futuristic shit. Except for Star Wars. I love Star Wars because it's more fantasy than future shit.
I feel like Blade
But-
Runner was pretty fantasy, but it's...
I don't know. I couldn't get
I'm
through
all
Blade
in.
Runner.
I want to live
Really?
in a cyberpunk world.
I know most people do like that stuff. I hate it. I hate it.
Well, it's like a mixture. I don't want the future. And I'm really mad because we're never going to get actually like cyberpunk shit. We're just going to get implants in our bodies. We're still going to look human. I want to have like partially metal like ribbing and like and like robot eye that like extends out. Not just like some
A little
microchip in my
telescope
eye
that
lets
comes
me
out of
see
his eye.
everything.
Yeah, like old technology that
Yeah,
is
like
being
a weird
applied to.
fusion, and where
Gotcha.
it's like big corporations and everybody else is just like living on the street in degeneracy. That's what I'm pumped about. Like cyberpunk fits that pretty well for me.
Does anyone have any other games
I
on radar?
I wish, honestly, like
Because Valhalla does not look good for me.
no.
The new Watch Dogs does not look good for me. Like
I
not
don't
for me
know.
personally. I don't know if they're going to be good games, but for me
Yeah,
personally, I'm
I
not
was-
excited.
I was gonna buy like a PS4 so I could play. What's that like zombie game thing?
Last of Us.
Everybody was just, yeah, that one. I was gonna play those
yeah.
two. I'm gonna pick up some sort of PlayStation so I can try out The Last of
All
Us.
right. Zchum, I may send you mine when I get the PS5.
Just because, look, I'm not gonna play any other PlayStation game. I want to try The Last of Us.
Okay, it's worth it. It's really good. Yeah,
Okay.
both of them are very good.
First one was
The
really
first
good.
one was great for its time.
First one's great, I think, at any time. But the second one, there's a big dispute on that. Like, a lot of people loved it, and a lot of people hated it. It's like 50-50. I more like it than disliked it. But
My main thing was I just was pissed that they made a sequel. Like the ending of the first one was
Yeah.
so perfect, and I was all like,
they didn't
"Don't
need it."
disgrace it by doing a sequel to it."
you're
And so, like,
kind of
that-
right.
I had a bad attitude to that as soon as they announced it with that first video years ago.
Mm.
And then, like, once I heard the reviews for it, I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna live in my own world where there never was a sequel.
Yeah, that's fair. I think a lot of people feel that way and they can't identify that that's how they actually feel. So they didn't like it because of that reason. Like, they should have just let it go. Like it was perfect, you know. And I'm looking forward to Zelda, Breath of the Wild 2 or whatever it's called.
Are they doing a second one?
Yep, that's
didn't know.
a while. It's a while out, but
Yeah.
fuck. If they live up to some of the things they're describing, I will.
Have you seen Genshin Impact? It's like Zelda Breath of the Wild, but more weeby anime.
That turns me off.
But it's supposed
Not
to be
into
a
that.
lot like Breath of the Wild.
Is that that game that game article like was talking about Breath of the Wild and they accidentally put an image of Genshin
I think so.
Impact in
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because it does look very Breath of the Wild-y.
It's Breath of the Wildy, but it's a little bit more anime, you know? Like it's more
This is definitely anime. Yeah.
yeah. But people are loving it. They love the combat. They love that you just explore and like find chests and like go do dungeons. And I know that anime's not like up Aqua's alley, but like it plays a lot like Breath of the Wild. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't care what a game looks like that much or the aesthetic of it that much. If it's great, it's great.
that's what people are saying, and it's free to play. But what it
really?
is it's a grind fest because you want to get like the top tier character or whatever.
I like that though. I like
You
a
have
good
to grind. Yeah.
Yeah, that's appealing to me. Honestly, it's a big time waster, but I like
It's a
it.
huge time waster, that game. But it's also it's kind of like you pay for loot boxes, so people are upset.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that's gross. They need to not do that. I mean, I get they want to make money.
they have
but
to
that
make
shit
money
sucks.
somehow. Yeah. So are you going to tell us
Yeah.
what your next game is, Decky, or
I don't
do you
know.
Oh,
I don't
I saw that
know.
tweet.
I saw the
that
tweet, and you do have some
Yeah.
Tarkov boys in here. So
Tarkov's good. Decky, if you do go back to it, I would wait for the wipe.
I thought about it, but then like every dude and his mom's gonna be back going to play Tarkov for the wife.
That's okay though. Like,
no, I would
Well-
say Decky right now. 12.8 just came out.
let me modify that statement. It's probably not the best move, like streaming wise, to start at wipe, but it's probably the best move
Fun wise.
game experience wise
Yeah.
for you to start at the wipe. And I think if
Game
you have fun with
experience-wise,
it,
it'd be the best move not to play it.
fair, honestly. But if you do go back, I recommend you play solo and try and get those tasks done.
All I want to do is just
Ah,
shit on dudes in the factory.
It gives you like a sense of direction.
yeah. It adds a lot to the game. It really does.
Accomplishment afterwards.
I tried to do tasks the last time back in January, and I would start the task, and I'd even be like, "All right, guys, we're gonna do this task, this run," and then I'd get into the run, and I'd be like, "I don't care about it. Let's hunt these dudes." And then I'd be like, "I'm ready to extract. I got a full bag," and they're like, "What about the task?" I'm like, "No room."
I think the
Well, that's
tasks
the
are really
thing.
good
If I
up
could
to
get my
Jaeger.
head around it, I think that would be an entirely new Tarkov for me. But
I love the tasks. I'm gonna get Cap again.
Tasks.
Yeah, me too. It gives me a reason to play. I only get entertained by like killing everybody in the map like for so long. The tasks make me feel like I'm playing WoW, and I love it. It's just there's something special about finally getting that thing you need to give to Jaeger, and you put in your gamma, but you're like, I need to live though, and then like the heat is on. You know, you gotta make sure you survive. It's like it makes it so much more exciting. I'm getting Kappa again. I'm fucking ready, dude.
when's the real wife supposed to happen? I know Streets of Tarkov is supposed to come out before the end of the year, so
No.
Probably like December-ish.
Streets of Tarkov,
yeah.
from what I heard, is going to be delayed till 2021. But I heard that
December or January-ish
Right.
should be a wipe.
I was thinking
They,
around December or something.
I heard that there's
supposed to be
wipe
before end of the year.
before. I heard wipe is before Streets of Tarkov.
I
don't
bet
know
they
if this
do
is
it at the
true.
same time. That's a good fucking game.
Good fucking game. Go play it,
It's a good
everyone.
fucking game. Yeah.
Get ready to spend $140 or wherever the big package is because you will do it eventually.
You don't have to, but like just for the stash space. I like that you can do it now from like collecting stuff and you can upgrade your hideout to
Yeah.
get that shit, which really makes it better. That being said, like if that game just flat, like there was no like alpha level and like the whole thing was gamma and the game just cost that much money, it's worth it. I think that game is worth it.
The amount of entertainment I've got out of it is
Yeah.
definitely worth it. If
I
I
like
hate it, man. It's still worth it.
yeah, if that game costs like $400, I would still think it's worth it.
Yeah, if you're gonna pay $20 to go to a movie for an hour, I'm gonna pay $100 and some to be entertained for 2,000 hours in Tarkov.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah.
It's pay not to be miserable. That's what I always said. The scheme was. They're like, it's pay to win. I'm like, it's not. You're not winning by having a bigger. You're just not miserable all the time.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You're able to compete. All right. Well, Zchum, thanks for joining us, my friend. Always a pleasure.
It was fantastic. I enjoyed it.
Now everyone's going to think about your balls. So just be ready for
I
that.
can't believe that. That is really fascinating stuff.
like
Yeah, I hope
Hopefully
everyone's
everything's
already
okay, but we
thinking
don't know
about
much about everybody's balls.
So
But yeah, so everyone that wants to support us and watch a less cut down version, you can support us on Patreon. Make sure to check out Zchum on his Twitch, as well as his 2 YouTube channels, one which is for shitposting and is quite heavily edited. So get ready for one video a month, and then the other one, which is Twitch highlights, more stuff. Make sure to subscribe to that. Sir Dekie,
it's high quality shit posting.
high quality shit posting.
Yeah, it's really, really high quality.
And then Sir Dekie, make sure to check out him on his Twitch, and then Aqua on all of his stuff. All right, thanks for joining us, Zchum.
Thanks, Zchum.
See ya.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you so much for watching The Gamer Hole. Just a quick reminder, if you want to see some exclusive episodes, as well as behind the scenes and uncut versions of the episodes you see here on YouTube, or if you just want to support The Gamer Hole, check us out on Patreon. It's linked in the description below. You get all kinds of fun little perks in there. So thanks again, and we'll see you in the next episode of The Gamer Hole.